Hi. So if I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really record a video for Wednesday, so I'm gonna post this because this is actually a really interesting story. The game, very famous, Grow a Garden is in big trouble. But before we talk about that, let's talk about some other stuff. And before we talk about the other stuff, I think you should subscribe. And also let me know about the 2 news videos in a week, because this is something I'm doing because I don't know what to upload. Woo! The first thing I'll be talking about is Roblox banning modified clients. A modified client is just a different version of Roblox that isn't essentially Roblox. So let's say you downloaded Roblox from some fishy person, that's going to get you banned. One of the most popular modded clients, Blockstrap, is also going to be taking some heat from this. And if you use it, I don't uninstall it because I don't want you to get banned. Unless you want yourself to get banned, which I don't care about you then, because that's your fault. So rest in peace Blockstrap, which I just learned about today, so that's pretty fun to know. The next story we'll be talking about is Chipotle. If you remember in the last news video, I talked about Chipotle and how they were coming back to Roblox. And they came back for sure. Not only are they giving away 50,000 free burritos again, which I did not cover in the video, people were experiencing outages and struggling to join Roblox games. What does this remind you of? 2021. Is it going to be the same thing where it goes down for 3 days? Absolutely not. It's not that big. And it probably also wasn't Chipotle, which I think everyone knew. But it's funny to joke about that. Right, guys? Right? The next thing I'll say before we get into the big story today is Roblox is changing again. So when you join a game, you'll see this little loading screen pop up. And if you remember way back then, when there was guests, you get a little boy or girl option. I don't know how many of you remember that. I barely remember that. I was like 6, bro. But it got changed again. It used to be like a nice little background. It looks actually pretty cool and I liked it. But now they changed it to the actual new Roblox logo with the blue background. I mean, like, honestly, it doesn't really matter that much to me. But I think it would have been cool if they kept it because it was actually looking pretty cool. Not to mention it had SpongeBob on it. Who doesn't love SpongeBob? In other news, Creekcraft has a boyfriend. I mean, you can literally see it right here. Creek is like saying, I have a boyfriend. He's announcing it to this person who said, does my boyfriend not know? I can see his status, and it says, I have a crush on this one girl at my school, ... Now, what does this mean for us? Absolutely nothing, and it's a joke, obviously. Like, did you really think this was serious? You did? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made fun of you. I promise it will never happen again. So for the final story, I'm going to throw up some gameplay of the game that I'm going to be talking about, which is Grow a Garden. Grow a Garden is possibly one of the most popular games on Roblox at this moment. For some reason, it kind of sucks, as you're going to see in my gameplay. And now it's under some controversy. I'll just read this tweet for you. Front page, Roblox developer and creator of Grow a Garden exposed. BMWLux / Adrian has been a long history of scamming, backdooring, false spams, DMCA abuses, and even... I don't know how to say this. Like, you know what happened to Dream when he showed his cat and everyone found where he lived? That. And now his new game, Grow a Garden, recently hit 1.5 million concurrent players. First of all, 1.5 million players is absolutely insane, bro. And right when your game gets popular, you get exposed like this. But let's dive deeper into the thread. The guy that I'm reading these tweets from actually has experience with BMWLux personally. And here's his story. In 2022, I shared my game files with Adrian under a 50-50 revenue deal. When our first game hit around 1,000 players later that year, he ripped out my payouts, kicked me from the group, and stole all the revenue. Blank word, threats. Shortly after I exposed him, Adrian publicly revealed my full name in a Discord chat, threatened to post my home address, and even threatened to share a photo of my house. All in a public server. 3. A pattern of abuse. Since 2022, Adrian's victim list has grown. Outright scamming, backdooring, collaborator games, leaking project files, and a lot more. Dozens of developers have been harmed. And number 4, uploading gored NSFW on alts. First of all, I just don't want to go into that. But like, come on. Let's just think about this for a second. You're a very popular developer, you're making tons of money from your brand new famous game, and then you think about your past. Everyone's past, they did something wrong. For example, you can look at Josh Allen's old tweets, like one of them is, I do not tip waiters, or something like that, because I had that as my Chromebook background, and now my Chromebook background is LeBron sucks, which was said by, guess who? Josh Allen. As I was saying, this guy is no good. You can play the game all I want. I honestly don't care, but just don't support him. He steals, he leaks, he does everything that's bad in books. I do not want to see his Discord DMs because God knows what's happening in there. So, what's the main story point? Just avoid him. Like, don't be like him. Don't be, like, related to him. Like, if you're his cousin, I'm sorry. He is no good. And neither is Grow a Garden, honestly. I tried playing it for a video. That's where I got the clips from. And it was not entertaining. I'll say that. Feels very brain rotted. More than the short I uploaded. It'd actually be yesterday when I post this video. And I thought that was going to be the end of today's video. But as I'm recording, more news came out. So I felt obligated to continue this video. Because Roblox is doing more stuff with their own logo. And they are going full dive into the blue logo. As you can see right here, now the blue logo has made it onto the website. Blue just doesn't fit Roblox. I don't know what to say about that. Roblox has always been like, you think red and white. You think like patriotic colors, not like that blue shade of like Discord or something. But like, honestly, it makes sense that they're going to this blue color to represent Discord because of how many weird people are on this website. And I will say, I actually already do have this update. I don't know when this happened, how long this has been on Roblox, but I do have the new blue logo on the top left. In other news, Roblox is updating their terms of service. Does anybody care? No. Do I care what they added, and do I care if you care? No. Am I going to tell you the changes? No. I will tell you, though, that Roblox had a new concurrent user count. And you probably don't know what I'm saying, because I also said it weird. But the amount of players on the website at one time got a new record number, and that's 13,956,307. Just a little bit closer to 14 million. Wow, that's crazy. That's a crazy lot. Well, that's the end of today's video. A little short today because I didn't know what to record, and it was a pretty big thing that the biggest game on Roblox right now is in like deep trouble. So I think that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and goodbye.